Ladies and gentlemen, thank you and enjoy the game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, with that being said, we are just about set and ready to go. The second part of our doubleheader tonight on Pope Prep. Cardinals, Bombers. Bombers coming in. They haven't been so hot this season under their head coach. Hang on, let me get to it. Their head coach, Andrew Kovich. This year they are 1-4. Andrew Joseph is his name in Mass Live, so I'm going to have to do a little searching and find out what his real last name is. Ha ha ha, real funny. It must be what it means in English, I'd assume, but I don't know. We'll have to do some digging. Westfield coming into this game 1-4. It's the opposite for Pope Francis, sitting comfortably with a 3-1-1 record on the season. But tonight they are left with multiple tasks. The first one, in net, it's going to be a new keeper. It's Brandon Chattel, who yesterday, in their 3-0 win over Agawam, looked quite good in the second half when he got his action in net. And also tonight, from what we know, there's going to be no Bryce Russ. Russ is in flip-flops. We don't know. We did not see him do anything at all in warm-ups. He was on the bench pumping air in the soccer ball. So we'd like to see if he could play tonight. He is currently in a sweatshirt, I think getting taped on the ankle maybe. So we may be able to see him, but may not be at 100% for Pope Francis. Pope Francis won the toss. They'll start with possession here in this first half. We are set to begin tonight. Sunny skies are now turning into an incredible night. Great atmosphere at Pope Francis. Fall has begun. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the second part of our doubleheader. The 3-1-1 Pope Francis Cardinals and the 1-4 Westfield Bombers. This game is a reschedule. It was supposed to be I believe it was a couple weeks ago now. It was supposed to be the home opener for Pope Francis, but it got shifted to this game and this time, and the players were ecstatic about it. Having another night game at home is something they really care for. Joe Orzelak's going to take it in and move it over to Andy Ferreira to get us started. Pope Francis trying to come out with possession, trying to set the tone. Again, no Sears, no Russ is what it looks like to us. Cardinals are really going to try to move it around here. Ryan Davis, who has really come back as a different player this year for Pope Francis, entering his third season playing varsity soccer. Second with Pope Francis. He's looked quite good in the first few games here that we've seen on Pope Prep, in the first 2 games that we've seen, as that one's going to head out of bounds. It'll be a whistle. And it'll be Westfield possession. So Westfield will try to get going early on the Cardinal defense that's formed the Great Sea of Red. They'll try to split the Red Sea, to say the least. Wegerson's going to play it off a boot. And eventually Westfield will try to get there as well. It'll head out of bounds. Pope will take possession with the freshman Braden Fitzgerald. Or will he? He will say no. At the end of it, the referees changed their mind. It's going to be Westfield possession. Some fans staying here for both parts of the doubleheader. Others just coming in for the girls' game, leaving, maybe heading to the Big E. We do thank the fans that stayed here to watch the boys' game tonight under the lights, Friday night, 6 o'clock game here. We're glad to be with you. AJ Gonzalez, voice of the Cardinals, bringing you this live game exclusively on Pope Prep, alongside the fabulous crew of Mr. Darrell Jeffrey, Matt Zenda, and Lucas. Say that last name one more time. I'm so sorry. Cussin. It's a funny last name in theory. I just keep forgetting it for some reason. Maybe it's just because I'm focused on the game. I don't know. I'm sorry about that. 38 minutes to go. Just getting started here on Pope Prep. It's Andy Ferreira who's going to put us back into play. Again, we forgot to give a girls post game. I think that was my bad. I think we just hit a button that said end stream. So we're working now. The Cardinals and the Bombers. Cardinals, this is a game that they should win. Orzelak, a nice crisp pass to Wade Wegerson, the big Wegs. Again, did not play his junior season of soccer. Playing for senior year, letting it all go for Pope Francis. As Wegerson will try to get there, it'll head out of bounds. Braden Fitzgerald taking possession as Dias. He'll head off his cleats and out of bounds as well. For Pope Francis, they're going to try to get started early. Braden Fitzgerald will try to move it around, and eventually it'll be Ryan Davis, who's really turned into a nice midfielder for Pope Francis this year, as Wegerson will take it now. Wegs is going to try to find a streaking Sam Graham on the right side. Graham trying to get there, trying to make the play. He shakes and bakes to a Westfield defender, and he'll just take it, let it go out of bounds, and quickly throw it in. They'll try to hit Vitavelli in the 9 shirt. Vito trying to cross it in, and the deflection is going to be made here by James Salzar. So Salzar corners it away. It'll be a Pope possession here. It'll be a corner kick, and they'll call on the corner kick specialist, Mr. Matt Walsh. Walsh in his sophomore season for the Cardinals impressed so many during that freshman season. He is off to a stellar start this year for the Cardinals. Sam Graham trying a little bicycle kick to get us going, a little half one there, but eventually it will be cleared away to the 30. The big lumbering defenseman, Andrew Ferrero, will come in. He'll move it over. Davis, nice pass, shipped up to Matt Walsh, but eventually it's an excellent slide tackle made there by Salzar. Salzar, the senior, wearing number 3 tonight, one of their captains, looking A-OK for them on the back end. As the Cardinals here will try to do something with Matt Walsh, but eventually it'll be deflected away. And Westfield will try to take it now up the pitch, right side. Orzelak gets there comfortably. He'll try to play it in for Pope. He does. Nice passing here from Pope Francis. It'll be Walsh kicking it back. Dias over to Orzelak. Big Joe. Joe looking to move it in. Westfield giving him a run for his money there as Walsh will find Joe Orzelak. Orzelak cutting it back. The big Wags. Wade Wegerson looking to get going. Here's Wade. Looking around, but Westfield is quickly there with a nice defensive presence from Joey T-Ball. Nick Dias. Over to Ryan Davis. Ryan Davis has been sensational this year for Pope Francis. Maybe the best player on the field for these guys, as Sam Graham has it for Pope. Graham shaking and baking. Off to a hot start of the Cardinals. Dias trying to fire a shot. And it's a save, and we'll get our first look of the night at number 25, Tristan Comenticos for Westfield. Listed as a goalkeeper and defenseman for the Bombers. Tonight he is getting the starting nod in that. For a team that needs a good outing here tonight, or a good start at least from their keeper, had a 1-4 record, already in trouble in a danger zone early in the season. And even 5 games in, it's trouble season now for Westfield, as Graham is going to take it. Everyone just stopped there for a second. It's one of those moments when you're controller, when you're playing a video game like FIFA, breaks down and you're like, what just happened? That was one of those when I just saw. Sam Graham's not too happy with himself. It's going to be Westfield possession. Doesn't really agree at all with what the referee said, as Weggs has it for Pope Francis. Here's Wade Wegerson. Weggs is going to move it over to Matt Walsh. Walsh stopping on a dime, showing off the footwork. He'll fire in a pass, trying to find Ryan Vito. Vito and Davis sandwich into each other. Cardinals still have it with Dias. Here's Nick Dias. Dias, the Ludlow resident, finds another Ludlow resident in Andy Ferreira. Ferreira, we've seen him with boots before. That's going to be a cover-up and a save. He had a nice boot and top shelf, too, for Andy Ferreira out of nowhere. He pulled out the CR7 impersonation. Went in. Central went down 4-2 to Pope Francis, in large part thanks to Andy's goal. Yesterday, the Pope Francis boys, they had a nice victory. Team effort, totally, against Agawam. They won that game by a final of 3-0. Leading the way for them. For the Cardinals, it was Ryan Davis, the midfielder, scoring 2 of the Cardinal 3 goals, as Sam Graham will try to get there. He's got it deep in the Westfield territory. Matt Walsh. Walsh looking inside, gets taken down. No whistle. Ryan Vitavelli will try to get there as well, and eventually Westfield will work it out of harm's way. It was a nice 3-0 win. As I was saying, Brandon Nguyen also netting a goal as well in his first season on the varsity squad. Tonight he is not in the starting lineup. However, he is on the bench, so we may get to see him. And Keegan Sears not playing in street clothes on the sidelines. He's not in school today either, but hope he's okay. As Westfield has it here. Westfield trying to fire in a shot, but it's just going to be a can of corn for Brandon Chattel, who is the current goaltender. Again, Cardinals tonight carrying 2 netminders. So Matthew McCaffrey is the backup in case anything were to happen. No JV game, so he can serve that role for Pope Francis. As the Cardinals have it here, Davis sends a man flying from Westfield. Cardinals looking for it. Sam Graham has it. Made an immediate impact here tonight. Official about to blow his whistle. He's going to award possession to Westfield. Going to have a word with both players. For Westfield, it was James Salzar, who's been a wrecking ball over the field for Westfield, making impacts left and right thus far through these first few minutes here. 32:40 to go. This opening half as Ryan Vitavelli will try to get there. Here's Dias. Nick Dias over to Sam Graham. Graham trying to move it around. There'll be a whistle here. Well, a delayed whistle as well. I think the referee blew it twice. Andy didn't really hear the first one, so second one did have to come in. He'll still retrieve the ball, though, for Pope Francis. So it'll be a free kick. Andy's going to take it at the 46-yard line. His own 46-yard line for a big boot. That's going to sail. As Wegerson trying to find him with a header, but eventually it'll head to the right side and out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for Tristan Comenticos and the Westfield Bombers. Kementikos will fire it from his net. 31:40 to go in this first half. Andy Ferreira with the header. We'll try to move it around, trying to find Dias. Dias over to Orzelak. Here's Joe. Joey O finds his man. It's Owen Termel. Termel to Walsh. Before he can do anything else, it's off his cleat, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be Westfield possession. Westfield with pace of play. They'll try to work it in quickly. Orzelak getting there, trying to make a play here for Pope. Weggs. Wade Wegerson has it to Davis. Ryan Davis trying to find something up the field here to Sam Graham. Sam trying to get going. He's had a solid game thus far, but an impactor on the right wing as he is taken down quickly by James Salzar. So the Cardinals are starting to learn a valuable lesson. James Salzar is showing you don't want to mess with. Kind of like an island over on the right side of the field as Vitavelli has it here for Pope. Ryan Vito looking around. He's going to try to fire in a shot. Big save made by Tristan Kementikos. Good opportunity for Pope Francis with the ninja, the Ginger Ninja, Ryan Vitavelli. Soccer player, basketball player, and baseball player, earning the 3-star athlete title. His brother Cam doing successfully well at Westfield State as Wegerson taken down near the 40, but he's going to lose possession. Here come the Bombers. Michael LaCory feeding it down the left wing, and it's luckily getting back there for Pope Francis is the freshman Braden Fitzgerald. So again, Cardinals playing in a massive deficit. No Bryce Russ on the defensive side. So quick and really get to any ball on the pitch. Really just one of those nights where the Cardinals are going to have to rely on team. 10 minutes through. Cardinals looking for a stand on the defensive side. Corner kick from Westfield. Goes high from everybody. Cardinals trying to look for some defense, and Brandon Chattel will take it back and steal possession away from any Westfield player that tried, including Mark Choyruk, the forward, wearing number 7. Ryan Vitavelli wearing the famed number 9. Moving over to Sam Graham, the Southwick resident. Graham finds Ryan Davis on the wing, trying to stay on sides. Davis trying to find Dias, goes through him. Shot here, it's a goal for Matt Walsh. Matt Walsh puts it in, and just like that, at the 29-28 mark, it is 1-0 for Pope Francis. Matt Walsh, the sophomore, again, has impressed so many. Ryan Davis sets it up. Matt Walsh puts it in. Bada bing, bada boo. That was team soccer. Picture perfect from Pope Francis. Ryan Davis on the right wing fed it in, went through Dias. Matt Walsh was there and ready to put it in. Cardinals take the 1-0 lead thanks to their man. A big moment for him. Cardinals up by a score of 1-0. 29-28 mark. Matt Walsh putting it in for Pope Francis. Davis will try to carve it in for Westfield. Westfield having a hard time getting there. Cardinals looking for more offense here. Salzar trying to get back. He'll play it in to Tristan Kementikos, who's had to work for everything he's gotten thus far. Cardinals looking for it here, having a hard time getting there. They were. Pope Francis, Matt Walsh getting it done. Matt Walsh, big goal for the Cardinals, making it 1-0 against Westfield. Cardinals out to a flying start. Tonight, had a great game yesterday. Way to come off it with a goal for Matt Walsh. That's going to be his first of the season. Pope Francis goal, his first of the season, scored by the sophomore midfielder, Matt Walsh. Time of the goal, 10 minutes, 32 seconds. Substitution for Pope Francis coming into the game. The sophomore number 23, Desmond Davis, coming off the field for your Cardinals, wearing number 5, Matt Walsh. So Walsh will come off the field. Desmond Davis will come in. It was some inspirational soccer there from Matt Walsh, who puts it in. Cardinals out to a nice start. Desmond Davis with speed on the left wing. Going to give the Westfield defenseman a little bit of a hard time there. For Westfield trying to get back was Brady Sutton, and he had a hard time doing so. That's going to be set up a Cardinal corner. It'll be Nick Dias taking the corner. Second one of the game for the Cardinals. Cardinals trying to stuff it in here. Header's going to go sky high, and it will eventually roll out of bounds. Fitzgerald will throw in. He'll try to find his man. Wade Wegerson. Davis looking in the Wegs. Here's Wade. Wade trying to look down the field to Sam Graham, but it will head out of bounds. It'll be Braden Fitzgerald who will play it in. Davis looking around before he could do anything else. Whistle blew. Davis can have a little word with an official. This thing's getting a little bit chippy down on the field. Throwing it in for Westfield will be Zachary Malsar. Dias leaving it off for Vito. The Ginger Ninja, Ryan Vitavelli looking for it. And eventually Westfield will get back under it. Here comes Westfield trying to make the play down the right side. It'll be Termel. Ferreira looking for Sam Graham. Pass almost picked off there by Westfield and Zachary Malsar, but eventually he didn't. Battle for it around the 40-yard line. Sam Graham trying to get there, trying to make the play, and eventually he's steered off and he gets it back. Here's Ryan Vitavelli. Vitavelli looking for it. Trying to set it down the right side. He's got it. Ryan with a burst of speed, looking around, trying to create space before he's shoved out. That defenseman's going to be a problem all day long for Pope Francis. He is a tough customer to handle. James Salzar, senior defenseman, really just an anchor on that right side for Westfield. He's been giving Vitavelli and Graham problems all night long. He's aggressive as well. So they've got themselves a diamond on the defensive side. Ferreira to Dias. Cutting it back to Fitzgerald. Braden Fitzgerald, the freshman. Fitzgerald looking around, trying to create some space, trying to find Desmond Davis. But he couldn't. Today was a great day for Pope students. Had their fall pep rally. Big disappointment on the students' part, the fact that they weren't able to play ships and sailors today, as Davis is awarded the free kick. Gets taken down. Westfield coming out aggressive tonight under the lights. Class meetings were held as well in the senior sunrise, so seniors like myself kind of doing an all-dayer here today at Pope Francis. Been here since about, I want to say, 5:50 in the morning, and now I will be here probably till, I don't know, probably 8 o'clock here tonight, 8:30, depending on how this game goes. Kementikos is going to bat it out of his goal on the free kick. Orzelak will try to get back there for Pope Francis. Here he comes, looking to make the play down the left side of the field, and Westfield will try to take it, but not for long, as Nick Dias is going to give him a run for their money, and Orzelak's able to take it. Orzelak, nice work there on the 35-yard line. He'll throw it in for Pope. Ryan Davis will go to help him out. He'll chip it back to Orzelak. Davis moving it over. He's got his man, Desmond Davis. Davis, the speedster, trying to cut it out to Vito. Ryan Vitavelli in the box. They're going to get awarded with a handball. Let's see. No, it'll be a goal kick. Great opportunity for Pope Francis. Or are they going to award penalty? They've awarded penalty for Ryan Vito. Got to get my hand on the goal button. Here we go. Big moment in this game for Pope Francis. Ryan Vitavelli, big opportunity for Pope with 3 goals this year. Can he add a 4th here? It'll be a penalty. They awarded handball in the box. Here we go. Ryan Vito, Pope Francis on his back. Can he put it in and make it 2-0? Here we go. Vito, shot. He scores. Ryan Vitavelli puts it in. And just like that, for Pope Francis, it's Ryan Vitavelli at the 23:39 mark. It's 2-0 for the Cardinals. Ryan Vito putting it in, bada bing, bada boo. Money in the bank is Mr. Vito, the Ginger Ninja, getting it done right for the Pope Francis Cardinals. It is 2-0 against Westfield, and Westfield now are in dire straits, and they are in trouble. Pope Francis goal, his 4th of the season, scored by the junior forward number 9, Ryan Vitavelli. Time of the goal, 16 minutes, 21 seconds. It's Vitavelli at 16:21 to make it 2-0 Pope. Again, it's Ryan Vitavelli deep down the right sidelines here for Pope Francis. Coming out with a vengeance tonight are the Cardinals. Vito looking inside, trying to find Desmond Davis. And eventually it's going to get steered back to Ryan Davis. Davis looking around. He's got it. Here's Ryan. Ryan trying to maybe leave it off for Vitavelli. And eventually they get into a rough patch there. Fitzgerald trying to find Vitavelli again around the 20-yard line. Bombers have it. Goes off the upper chest of Fitzgerald. Head out of bounds. It'll be Westfield possession. Cardinals looking for it, and on the sidelines there, it's the assistant coach, Rob Cicero, making the play with his hands. You would have thought he was in the NFL, but he dropped it. Andy Ferreira has it for Pope. He'll sweep it back to Ryan Davis. Cardinals on the left side, they have it. It's Desmond Davis. Davis looking in. He's taken down on the left side. A whistle and a sub coming in for Pope Francis. Coming into the game for the Pope Francis Cardinals, the sophomore defenseman wearing number 22, Brandon Atimbo, coming off the field for your Cardinals. The freshman defenseman wearing number 24, Braden Fitzgerald. Corner kick coming in from Dias. Dias looking around. Cardinals trying to fire it in, and they fire it just over the net. Approaching the halfway point in this first half. Cardinals up 2. Score not working for some reason. It's 0-0, 0-0 down there on the field. Tristan Kamentzikos going to kick it out of his net. Ferreira looking around, finds Dias, and there's a player down for Westfield. We're going to have a whistle here coming up, I think. Nope, he's going to get up, and he appears to be in a little bit of pain. We've got the whistle finally here. You got an injury timeout. We'll step aside for a minute. Stay tuned. Or are they just going to let play go on here? For Westfield, I think it was a player getting a little head thing there. I think he hit his head into the turf. It was Mark Choyrook, who got face planted into the turf. They're going to let play go on. It's going to be a Davis free kick. Davis shooting it sky high, trying to find Ryan Vito. Wade Wegerson tried to get there as well. And it was Tristan Kamentzikos who covered up. Cardinals looking for it. It's Wegerson who has it. Nice play at midfield by Wegs, but eventually it's the Westfield Bombers coming in trying to take it. Is that Pope possession? No, they're going to award it to Westfield. No, I was going to say. The Westfield player did a weird thing there. I'm not sure why. They danced on the ball. And again, there's a rough customer from Westfield, James Salzar. Fingerprints all over this game thus far. Play here is going to head over to Westfield. It'll be a goal kick coming in. Cardinals going to look for it. Westfield has it. Coming down the center of the field is Ryder Finney, and he is going to label this one out of bounds. Got a Cardinal sub coming in. Coming into the game for the Pope Francis Cardinals, the junior forward number 26, Carson Willard. Coming off the field for your Cardinals, the junior midfielder number 11, Sam Graham. Cardinals looking for it. Ryan Vitavelli has it. Not for long, though, but Termel will get back there. Vito playing all sides of the field tonight. He has been extremely effective for Pope Francis. Davis trying to find his man Carson Willard down the field, but eventually he couldn't. Orzelak loses possession there. Westfield coming down the right side of the field. Going to glance off the head of Andy Ferreira. It's going to be covered up by Brandon Chattel. Not much work for Chattel thus far. He's been A-OK in net. Haven't felt a difference thus far. He's been up to the task and the limited opportunities that he's had. Andy Ferreira finds Ryan Davis. Davis over to Dias. Dias back to Orzelak. Orzelak finds Carson Willard. Desmond Davis trying to get involved as well. He's got a hard time doing just that. Cardinals have it here. It's Ryan Davis. Davis at the 35 does a spinorama. Davis looking down the field trying to find his man Carson Willard, but a man coming back there for, Westfield. Trying to find out who that was. I believe, from what I know, so let me look at the roster here, I believe that was, it might have been Connor Gillette. Defenseman, could have been him. We'll see though. As a Timbo has it. Dice gets taken down. Salzar trying to clear. Vitavelli looking for it. Going to be starting this soon as well tonight. Anybody listening? If you're a Pope student, holla holla. We might be looking for the next voice of the Cardinals. We probably are going to be looking for the next voice of the Cardinals very soon. Stay up to date with the Pope Prep morning announcements, Pope Prep afternoon announcements in the school. Every weekday, we're going to start posting updates, and maybe a tryout date for the next voice of the Cardinals. We're looking for one. If you're interested in that, pay attention to the morning and afternoon announcements. They're going to be coming up here in the next week. Cardinals looking for it here. Ferrero just trying to clear with Westfield having possession. Here, it's going to head out of bounds. Cardinals looking for it. It's Wegerson. Wegerson trying to find a Timbo. It'll head out of bounds. It'll be Westfield possession. Cardinals looking for it here. Trying to find Termel. Timbo trying to get there as well. Ferrero's going to just sky it high. Westfield trying to come in with a little more possession now. Actually, it's going to head out of bounds. Still issues with the scoreboard here. It says 0-0 on the board. Luckily, we've got our own scoreboard. 2-0 is the proper score. It's been goals tonight for Pope Francis, for Matt Walsh. Had one of those goals. It went through Dias and went to Matt Walsh perfectly onto his foot. It was a nice goal. And then Ryan Vitavelli on a penalty put it in as well. Made it 2-0 for the Cardinals. Looking good tonight. Our Pope Francis. Yeah, Mr. Jeffrey, I was just saying before, voice of the Cardinals, we're going to start having those discussions privately. Yep. Oh, you're going to do it. Oh, okay. That's funny. Way to get the viewers to laugh a little bit there, but Tristan Kementikos is going to cover it up.
Yeah, I was just down on the 50-yard line. It's a totally different view from down there.
Yeah, one of the great things about being here in the press box too is it's a complete, and you just said it, it's a completely different game, but also the sound. You don't get really to hear anything. You can just focus in on what you're doing, as that was a close opportunity from Westfield there. Oh my gracious. Almost close to Michael Licori, the senior midfielder, planting one in on the left side, but he just missed the net. Good opportunity for Westfield, and we've got a sub coming in. Coming into the game for the Pope Francis Cardinals, the junior, number 20, John Licori. Coming off the field for your Pope Francis Cardinals, the sophomore midfielder, number 23, Desmond Davis.
AJ, I was just chatting with one of the girls' varsity players, and that third goal was actually scored by freshman Mila Dillard.
Wow. Okay. All right. I guess we were wrong up here in the box, so I guess we really do get a different perception of the game up here. Well, it's hard to see. So it was Dillard. So, again, Pope Francis today, a 3-0 win. How about that? It was a clinic against South Hadley. Are you kidding me? I think they held 90% of the possession today at least. Cardinals are going to cover it up here with Brandon Chattel, who's looked absolutely, really phenomenal in that and the opportunities he's been given here tonight. Girls volleyball also had a match today, 4 o'clock. It was in the gym. Pretty sure, not sure how that one went. As soon as I hear anything, I'll let you know. Cardinals will try to get back there, and Andy Ferreira does so perfectly. He's really been a perfect piece to the Cardinal puzzle this year. Andy Ferreira has been here the past 2 years, really stepped up his game this year as well, as Ferreira's going to go through his wickets. Had a little Bill Buckner moment there for Andy Ferreira. It's going to head out of bounds. It'll be Westfield possession. Braden Fitzgerald and Sam Graham getting ready to come in to the game. Wegerson. Wade Wegerson looking upfield, trying to find Ryan Vitavelli. Vitavelli dancing and prancing, finds Dias. Nick Dias trying to get involved to Vito. Eventually it'll head the other way. Westfield trying to get it to just try to do something around midfield. It's Wegerson. Here's Wade. Moving over to Davis. Davis trying to set up Ryan Vitavelli, and it's going to head out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick coming in. Got a trio of Cardinal subs coming into the game. Coming into the game for the Pope Francis Cardinals, the freshman midfielder number 2, Dante Sherbin. Also coming into the game for the Pope Francis Cardinals, number 11, Sam Graham. Who else just came in? Your Pope Francis Cardinals wearing number 14, Nick Dias, wearing number 26, Carson Willard, and also coming off wearing number 22, Brandon Atimbo. Well, I'm really sleeping at the wheel here. I really got to wake up. Wake up and smell the coffee, AJ. It's been a long day for me. I'll tell you that right now. I'm going to be out front and be honest with you. Got up around, I don't know, if it was at 4:30 today, 4:45, right around there. So, not the usual day for me at all. Cardinals trying to move it up. Here's Ryan Davis. Davis trying to patch it down the field, looking for anything and something he can find. And eventually, it'll go right into the cleats of Tristan Kementikos. Mentigos is going to call order there. Sam Graham. Going to head out of bounds. Davis. Davis trying to fire a long ball. Deep down the field. Looking for Ryan Vitavelli. Vitavelli looking for it, and eventually he can't get there. Sam Graham on the sidelines. Ooh, nice play by Sam. Sam going to try to go coast to coast and shake and bake, but eventually that one's going to be sent down for Andy Ferreira to Brandon Chattel. Chattel's going to move it back to Andy, who's going to bounce it with a header, and look out here. Westfield trying to come in and take it, but Ryan Davis says, ha, try again. Ferreira, shot blocked from Westfield, and Westfield could take it. They have a nice opportunity here, but it's going to head out of bounds. Doing most of the damage there for Westfield is a player, get this, not even on the roster. Oh, I'm sorry. He's actually at the bottom of the roster. Real funny me. Nick Lacombe, they wrote his name in. He's a forward and he's a sophomore as well. Not on their actual roster. It is written in pen, and someone's handwriting over on the Westfield sideline, not that great, so amen to me for being able to read that. Okay, corner kick coming in for Westfield. They've got possession. Trying to get back on the board, down by 2. Going to be a nice play from Owen Trammell to get it out of the way. Sherbin gets coned. Westfield still looking for it. Corey trying to give them a run for their money. It's going to head out of bounds. It's going to be Westfield possession. 8:55 to go in this first half. Flying along here on Pope Prep. Davis. Ryan Davis. Trying to find Sam Graham down the field. Here's Sam. Sam Graham on the right side looking for something, and eventually it'll head out of bounds. I have to think it's going to be a corner kick here. No one from the Cardinals is lining up to take it right now. And now Ryan Davis will come over to take it. Davis, high corner. Corey trying to get there. And it's going to head out of bounds. Goal kick coming in. Tristan Kamenzikos. Legs. Looking around, trying to find Andy Ferreira. John Curry. Looking around, trying to make the play too, but Westfield now will take it. Here they come working down the field. Michael LaCory. Nice passing all the way around the horn here. Vitavelli trying to get back there for Pope Francis. LaCory. Trying to move it down the field, and Termel will just let it ride all the way out of bounds. 7:12 to go, opening half. Nice, clean, and crisp 2-0 game. 2-0 lead for Pope. Pope Francis player getting ready to sub in. Andrew Desayadoses getting ready to come in. Cardinal substitutions coming into the game. The freshman midfielder number 21, Andrew Desayadoses, and the midfielder wearing number 30, Gavin Grandmont. Coming off the field for your Pope Francis Cardinals, the freshman wearing number 2, Dante Sherbin, and the junior wearing number 20, John Akori. So 2 subs on, 2 subs off. Easy night thus far for Pope Francis. Westfield trying to strike back. The one bright spot on Westfield's team thus far has been that defenseman. Salzar, not much going down the right side. I mean, the one goal for Pope Francis, the first one, did come on his side, but he's been outstanding for them, really preventing chances. It's going to head out of bounds off the right cleat of Fitzgerald. I'll be tossed into play by Westfield. Cardinals will look for defense. Sam Graham will try to provide it. Wegerson. With speed, here comes Wade, charging like a bolt of lightning. Finds his man. It's Ryan Vitavelli. Vitavelli trying to go coast to coast. It's going to go in for Ryan Vitavelli. He puts it in. The Cardinals have a 3-0 lead. His second of the game comes with 5:25 to go in the first half. The Pope Francis Cardinals score to make it a 3-0 game. Scored the first one on a pen. The second one for the Ninja comes with 5:25 to go in the first half. With his brother Cam in attendance, Ryan looking A-OK for the Cardinals. Ryan Vitavelli, going to log on here and see the stats. That is his 5th of the season. Pope Francis goal, his 5th of the season and second on the game, scored by number 9, the junior forward, Ryan Vitavelli. Time of the Vitavelli goal, 34 minutes, 35 seconds. It's Vitavelli at 34-35 to make it a 3-0 Pope Francis lead. Graham. Trying to add another here. Look out. It could be even more trouble. Did it go in? I don't think it did. Another excellent opportunity for the Pope Francis Cardinals to add on. It was a 3-0 lead. It could have been even worse. Gavin Grandmont, the midfielder, was ready to stuff it home. It's 3-0 for Pope, though. This game appears to be heading out of control fast. Cardinals looking for defense. Going to be heading the way of Westfield, though. 4:25 to go, first half. Cardinals looking for it. Andy Ferreira. Ryan Davis trying to get there. So is Gavin Grandmont. Grandmont coming off the bench. She's been effective for Pope Francis. Bryce Russ not in the lineup tonight. Here's Davis. Ryan Davis to Weggs and goes back to Andy Ferreira. Ferreira kicking over to OT. Owen Trammell. Trammell to Warzalak. Here's Joe. Trying to find Ryan Davis on the left side. Here's Davis. Look out, this could be even more trouble. Trying to make it 4-0 for Pope. Davis sits a man down. What a goal from Ryan Davis. 4-0. With 3:14 to go, it's Ryan Davis went coast to coast, shook a man down, broke his ankles, and put it in on the right side. Ryan Davis has been incredible this year for Pope Francis. Must have did something crazy in the offseason. He has come back a different player for the Cardinals. It is 4-0, game out of control. Thanks to Ryan Davis. 3:14 mark, it's 4-0. How about that? 4-0 for Ryan Davis. He makes it. Davis, that's his 5th goal of the season, and we're about to say it live now in front of the Pope people. Pope Francis goal, his 5th of the season, scored by the junior midfielder number 7, Ryan Davis. Time of the goal, 36 minutes, 46 seconds. It's Davis at 36:46 to make it 4-0 Pope. Cardinals starting to bring the pedal to the metal against this really not that great Westfield team thus far. I mean, not that great is a generic way to say it. I'm just going to say records, 1-4. Cardinals, it's a clinic right now. It's Davis looking down the field, trying to find Vitavelli. Vitavelli takes a trip and a tumble, and Westfield will just try to clear it out of harm's way. David versus Goliath battle. I don't know. You want to call it the heavyweight bully in the school lot against the underdog. Yeah, that's what it is right now. Bully's just going to keep on beating you up until you respond. And Westfield getting pushed around right now by Pope Francis. 4-0. Ryan Davis, how about that? Coast to coast, lays a man out, breaks his ankles, boom! Bottom right corner. Ryan Davis has just been incredible this year at the midfield for Pope Francis. Here he comes again. Starting to give Westfield some nightmares. Just still doing a little shake and bake. He's really controlling this game. Davis is kicking it back to Ferreira. 1 minute to go here in this first half. Cardinals in command. Fitzgerald finds it for Pope. Vitavelli trying to look down the field to Graham. Luckily for Westfield, it was one of their players, and Zachary Maslar getting back there. Here's Vito. Vito trying to fire a shot. That goes off the crossbar. Tristan Kamentzakos will thank the crossbar and the soccer gods for that one. Could have gotten even worse tonight. 1 minute to go in this opening half. It's going to be a corner kick. It glanced off the hand of Kamentzakos. It's going to be Ryan Davis. He's going to take the corner. He's got to watch the clock. Tick, tick, tick says the time. Vito with a header. Cardinals trying to look for it. It's going to head out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for Kamentzakos coming in. He's got to work quick if he wants something here. 30 seconds to go. Cardinals trying to head to the half of 4-0. A rout of Westfield thus far. High hanging kick. Going to be a header for Warzalak. Westfield will take it at the 50-yard line. Trying to move it around to the left side. Here they come. Westfield trying to shake and bake a bit. On the side of the field. Warzalak will just try to clear it out. That's it. We're going to hit halftime. 4-0. The lead for Pope. Coming up, we've got the second half. Stay tuned. Pope Prep halftime starting next. All right, welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. About 2 minutes until the second half will start. It was a clinic in the first half. 4-0, Pope Francis played excellent soccer. Coming in, leading the way there was Ryan Vitavelli with 2. Vitavelli, true star of the half for Pope Francis. Ryan Davis netting a goal as well, along with Matt Walsh, who had a nice top shelf goal as well. Coming up, we've got the second half. Clinic against Westfield right now. Stay tuned. Cardinals looking to head to a 4-1-1 record at the end of the week. You're watching Pope Prep Soccer right now, live on YouTube. All right, welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen. We're ready to resume here in this second half. Westfield going to start with possession. And here we go, live from Pope Francis. It's the second half of soccer. Westfield down by 4. Teams will switch sides. Cardinals are going to work from left to right, or excuse me, rather from right to left. Westfield Bombers will work from left to right. As Westfield has it here, a shot, they score right out of halftime. How about that? Bada bing, bada boom. Money in the bank there for Westfield. And Michael Akori, the midfielder senior, at the 39-35 mark. And just like that for Westfield, they draw one back, making it 4-1 Pope Francis. Michael Akori, the senior number 10 for Westfield, puts it in. And just like that, it's 4-1. For Pope Francis.
No, I only want to replay Pope Francis goal. I mean, yeah. Right. So can we do that? Let's give that a try. It's the settings on here.
Westfield Bombers goal scored by the midfielded senior number 10, Michael Lakori. Time of the goal, 25 seconds. It's 25 seconds for Michael Lakori, making it a 4-1 Pope Francis lead. So 4-1, the lead now. 25 seconds in. A wake-up call as Wegerson will try to fire a shot on Kometikos. And he makes the save.
Maybe if it allows you. That's in the settings for replay. Replay the score.
Cardinals looking for it, trying to make the play there for Pope Francis was none other than Gavin Grandmont. He took a tumble. And a little taste of the turf as well for the Cardinals. Be a whistle here. Eddie Ferrer is going to get a free kick. I'm going to get on my itinerary here to see the next time we'll be covering boys soccer for you. Not for a little while here. Cardinals looking for it, trying to make a play down the field. Are the Cardinals that'll eventually head out of bounds. Will be Pope possession here. Desmond Davis will throw it in for Pope Francis. Dias Nick Dias looking around, trying to create some space for Pope Francis. It'll head out of bounds, and Dias will retain possession for the Cardinals.
It's 25 seconds. It's 25 seconds for Michael Licori, making it a 4-1. Pope Francis
trying to
lead.
make the play. They've got it.
25 seconds for
Termel
Michael
looking
Licori,
deep
making
down
it a
the field, but
4-1.
eventually he
Pope
can't
Francis
find
lead.
anything.
Only one at a time. It's got to be the so let's go back to just using this.
Cardinals have it. Davis and Grandmont. And a little bit of a pickle there. Here come the Cardinals. Dias. Dias working it around. Davis trying to get in there as well. Eventually it'll be Westfield taking it here around the 50-yard line. And getting there for Pope Francis is the freshman Braden Fitzgerald. Working it up the field to Sam Graham. Graham, the Ryan Vitavelli. Vito looking around, trying to make the play for Pope Francis.
It's 25 seconds for Michael Licori, making it. It's 25 seconds for Michael Licori.
Cardinals have it here. Trying to make the play. It's Fitzgerald on the right side. Cardinals entering a little trouble land there as Westfield has it now. Westfield looking for space down the field. Ferreira getting back there. Gets pushed in the back from Westfield. Pushing him was none other than Mark Choyruk, the junior forward, as Vitavelli is going to get it here on the right wing. Ryan Vito looking for the hat trick. Takes a Dan down. Believe that's the rough customer, James Salzar. Salzar draws some attention, and he's going to get the ball back for Westfield. 35-24 to go. Still a long way in this game. Westfield could try to make a comeback here. Looks like Pope Francis is going to be okay, but without Russ and Sears, maybe anything's possible. Again, no Jake Salai as well. Out indefinitely for Pope Francis as Ferreira has it. Here's Andy going for a speed run. He's got it. Here's Andy looking around. Oh, he made a man shake and bake and broke his ankles too. Oh, my goodness. I think that is a candidate for the best ankle breaking that I have ever seen. Man went flying there. Oh, my gracious. That was Nick Lacombe, the freshman, who got sent back to 7th grade there. As Wegerson has it here for Pope. Wegs filing it back to Vito. Ryan Vitavelli is going to shovel it over and around to Grandmont. Vito. Ryan Vito with space. Going to try to fire in a shot, and the save is going to be made by Kementikos. That was unbelievable from Andrew Ferreira. I think that is that is up there certainly for some of the greatest ankle breakers I have ever seen. He ran all the way around the 20-yard line, came back, and sent a man flying. Amazing from Andy Ferreira, at least to me. I don't know. I don't know what you guys think about it, but I thought it was impressive. Throwing coming in from Westfield. And a game that's people up here have been searching for life. Andy Ferreira, that was a funny moment indeed. Oh, my gracious. Got to remember the time of that one. I think it was 34-35 or in that range of game clock. That was a beautiful, beautiful ankle breaker. I still can't get over that. But I'm going to have to as Gavin Graham has it at the 40-yard line. He'll chip it back and find his man. It's Ryan Davis, our midfield. He's coming in with a bolt of speed. He'll try to find a man. Wegerson, perfect pass, crisp pass to Wegs. Here's Wegerson. Shot! Save made by Kementikos. Great opportunity for Big Wegs, but he couldn't shove it in. And Dias is taken down. What will the referee decide here as it heads out of bounds? It's going to be a goal kick. Dias got taken down. Referees did not see any harm or any foul there, so it's going to be a goal kick for Kementikos. 4-1 the lead. Cardinals in command. Right now, Pope Francis is just trying to finish off strong on this Finish Off Strong Friday. Cardinals looking to create some possession here. Going to head out of bounds. Going for Westfield. Cardinals have it. It's Desmond Davis. Desmond Davis over to Wegs. Here's Wade Wegerson to Andy Ferreira. Ferreira kicking it back. He's got his man, Owen Turmel. Turmel finds Grandma. Grandma to Braden Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald kicking it back. Finds a man. Grandma. Fitzgerald again. Looking around is Pope Francis here. There'll be a throw-in coming in quick from the Cardinals. Vito will use the header and move it over on the right side to Sam Graham. Graham trying to cut it around. He'll stop on a dime. Graham has been all over the field tonight for Pope Francis. Cardinals do a little spinorama with Graham Mott, who's really coming and played nice soccer tonight for Pope Francis. Davis at midfield finds Desmond Davis. Davis will chip it around the 40 to Ferreira. Man goes tumbling down to the turf for Westfield. Tried to do something that really wasn't there. That player for Westfield was none other than Michael LaCory, the goal scorer. Tried to really sell an injury, but there really was no injury, and just a really good sell job there from Mr. LaCory. Ferreira, big boot, tries to find a man with Sam Graham and Fitzgerald, but it goes in the middle of both of them and heads out of bounds. It's going to be Westfield possession. About 10 minutes in to this second half, momentum in this place really got taken out when Westfield put in that first goal with 25 seconds in. They came in and scored and made it a 4-1 Pope Francis lead. 31:03 to go in this game now. Westfield trying to fire in a shot here. Shot. Oh, big save made by Brandon Chattel. It's Michael LaCory again trying to fire in a shot. Good look and good opportunity for Westfield. And for Pope Francis, this lead may not be all that safe. It's going to be a corner coming in for Westfield. Joe Orzelak getting ready to come back into the field. Getting ready to come back onto the field here for Pope. Westfield looking in, trying to do something here. It'll be Wade Wegerson taking it with steam and space. Wegs looking around, cuts to the left to the 40. Wegs with possession, going from coast to coast right now. Here's Wade. Wade looking around. Oh, spinorama from Wegs. Still has possession. He'll leave it off for Dias. Good run from Wegs. Cardinals looking for it. They've got it. It's Gavin Grandmont. Grandmont leaving it back. Vitavelli had the golden finish for the golden goal, but he could not stuff it home. Substitution for the Pope Francis Cardinals coming into the game. The sophomore defenseman wearing number 16, Joe Orzelak, coming off the field for your Cardinals. The sophomore wearing number 23, Desmond Davis. Davis off. He's been a factor tonight for Pope Francis, to say the least. Got nice speed to him. He's been good for Pope Francis tonight all around the field. Here's Vito. Ryan Vitavelli kicking it back to Dias. Here's Nick Dias trying to fire in a shot, and that goes to the left of the net, way to the left there. And Tristan Kementos, I think I botched that name, Tristan Kementikos. Said it a million times. The millionth time I got it wrong. Westfield has it here. Trying to move it around and shake and bake a bit. Cardinals have it here. It's Davis. Davis to Andy Ferreira. Ferreira trying to kick it back to Vitavelli. Vitavelli moving it back to Grandmont. Grandmont finds Ryan. Here's Vito having a hard time handling things on the sidelines there. And it heads out of bounds. .28 minutes to go tonight. Game coming to an end here. Cardinals up 4-1 still. Header for Grandmont. Going to go around the Davis. Davis looking for a man. He's got Joe Orzelak. Orzelak with the ball on his feet. Perfect pass to Wegs. Wegs to Dias. Dias looking in. Trying to fire a shot. He scores. Nick Dias puts it in at the 27-37 mark. And just like that for Pope Francis, it becomes a 5-1 lead. Nick Dias putting it in for Pope Francis. His first of the season? Oh, second. Okay, second goal of the season for Nick Dias. So for Nick Dias, the junior number 14, he puts it in and makes it a 5-1 Pope Francis lead. Pope Francis goal, his second of the season, scored by the junior midfielder number 14, Nick Dias. Time of the goal, 12 minutes, 23 seconds. It's Nick Dias at 12:23 to make it a 5-1 Pope Francis lead. Here's Wegerson. Wegs to Dias. Dias looking around, trying to find a man down there. That was Vita Velli, and he is beside himself now that he didn't put that one in to make it 6-1. Tristan Kemenchikos will take it out and fire a long goal kick to the 50-yard line. Cardinals take it in. Here's Trammell. Trammell to Ryan Davis. Ryan, spinorama. Here he is. It's Davis. Davis. Oh, man. Davis is cooking now. But luckily, the last line of defense for Westfield is there, and Chase Finney making the play. Grandmont still trying to add on and make it even worse. And eventually, Westfield will get there, and it'll head out of bounds. 5-1 lead for the Cardinals. Sitting pretty now. For Westfield, it's going to become troublesome. And for Pope Francis, they may want to empty the bench here. We'll see. Davis. Wegerson. Wegs trying to find Ryan Vito. He gets taken down. Again, there's that man, James Salzar, taking him down. It's going to be a throw-in for Pope. Orzelak is going to find his man, Ryan Davis. Davis taken down. He'll be awarded a free kick. It'll be Owen Trammell doing the honors for Pope Francis. I'll just play it in the Dias. Nick Dias looking around. Kemenchikos having a hard time handling things. Look out. Wegerson trying to do something. And eventually, somehow, some way, Kemenchikos on the ground was able to cover it up. I think Wade just had a little head error there and kicked it backwards instead of forwards, and it went right into the hands of Kemenchikos. Little luck there with 25 minutes to go in this game. As it's going to go to Trammell on the sidelines there. Orzelak looking to make the play, trying to help him out. Dias will try to chip it back in the Grandmont. Orzelak looking for it. He's got it. Joe with a nice play there, trying to pass it up the field. It's going to head out of bounds. That's going to make way for the sub, Brandon Atimbo. Coming out of the field for the Pope Francis Cardinals, the sophomore number 22, Brandon Atimbo. Coming off the field for the Pope Francis Cardinals, the junior number 11, Sam Graham. So Sam comes off. Good night for him. He's really been all over the field. He's been a presence on the wing for Pope Francis. He's had to deal with a little bit of Salzar and everything in between. He's been okay for solid. He's been solid, rather, for Pope Francis. Wegs gets taken down. He's going to get possession with the takedown from LaCory for Westfield. Westfield, you just got to be a little frustrated. Just hasn't been their night. Things just haven't been clicking. It's been the Pope show as Davis going to try to fire it in. Kemenchikos plays it out with his hands. I'm really curious as to why he did that. Just take it in and get the goal kick going, but okay. Brandon Atimbo looking for it, trying to make the play. It's going to go up in the air. And now Westfield will try to work it the other way. Westfield looking around. Trying to fire on a shot here. It's going to be a can of corn for Brandon Chattel. Making the save. 23-16 to go tonight. John Corey getting ready to come in. Cardinals looking for some D, and they're going to get it. Here they come. It's Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald trying to locate something here. Wegg's trying to get there. Dias has it. Here's Nick Dias, excuse me. Big save from Tristan Kementikos. Cardinals trying to get back now. They've got it here with Termel. Owen Termel has it. Trying to work it up the field. It's going to head out of bounds. We're going to get a Cardinal sub coming on the field here in short order. They're going to let play run here. Referee had to see the sub first. Going to be Pope possession. 22 minutes to go tonight. 22 and change. John Ackery is going to get on the field here. Coming out of the field for the Pope Francis Cardinals, the junior wearing number 20, John Ackery. Coming off the field for your Cardinals, wearing number 9, the junior, Ryan Vitavelli. Davis looking back. He's got Termel. OT goes to Ferreira. Andy trying to find Ryan Davis. Davis looking for Dias. Dias trying to get in there, trying to make a play. Davis looking for the ball. Doesn't come away with it. Westfield has it instead here. Dias looking to do something. It's taken down. Owen Termel's going to play it on the side. Did not go out of bounds. Orzelak, perfect pass to Dias. Termel will take it back. He'll head out of bounds off of Westfield. And from here in this point forward, it's going to be possession for Pope Francis. They'll just try to kill this clock here on this Friday evening. Davis went up in the air and missed the header. I think he's going to laugh about that one. That was a funny one for Davis. That was a no-no for Mr. Ryan. A few no's he's gotten. I think he's going to give a little lip to the official as well, but I'll have to get it back here. Nice pass to Wegerson. Here's Wade. Wade down the left side, coming in and streaking in with speed. Here's Weggs trying to go coast to coast, but the save will be made by Tristan Kementikos. Andy Ferreira kicking it back. Ryan Davis. Andy Ferreira moving around back to Davis. Here he is. Ryan Davis at the 45. Wade Wegerson. Weggs to Davis. Davis trying to find Grandmont, and that's going to be a cover-up and a whistle. Tristan Kementikos is going to send us to the halfway point of the second half. 19:58 to go. Witching hour for Westfield, down 4. On the left wing, they have it, though. Not for long as it heads out of bounds. Free kick coming in. Andy Ferreira's got a boot. He's going to send this one sky high, rather. It's going to come back down for the Cardinals. Braden Fitzgerald on the far side of your screen has it. I'll try to find and locate John Ackery, but a little hard for him to do that. And Westfield will try to take it, but not for long do they have it, as the Cardinals will get it right back here. Wegerson looking for it, trying to make the play. He's having a hard time getting involved right now. Pope Francis certainly looks like they're going to improve and make it 4 wins on the season. It's a strong team effort tonight. Here's a shot here from Grandma. Oof, that went off a Westfield player, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, it went off Ethan Brigatti as Davis gets taken down. It's going to be sent back for Joe Orzelak. Coming up for the boys, September 25th, they'll be at Pittsfield. 4:30 is the set time for that one. And then the next time we'll see them is September 28th against Mount Greylock. Back here on the big field at Pope. Then from there, it'll only be 1, 2, 3, 4 home games left on the season. This season flies by, I tell you. It's like you just start it and then you end it in like the same week. It really feels like it, but Here's Ferreira. Look out. He's got to be careful here. Luckily, Chattel was on top of things. It was almost a goal for Westfield and almost a goal for Mark Choyrick, but he was turned away by Brandon Atimbo. Telling you the next game we have for you is Monday. Girls soccer will be back in action. So we'll have that game for you here on Pope Prep, barring any difficult circumstances, plus not being able to field a crew. It's taken in by Ryan Davis. Davis has it. Davis looking down the field to Dias. Back to Davis it goes. Davis, Termel. Termel to Orzelak. Joe to Davis. Ryan Davis fielding it in. Davis looking around, finding Wade. Here's Weggs, taken down in the penalty area. No call. As Westfield's able to get it away. Salzar going to try to move it up the field. Orzelak getting back there nicely, taking it away from the Bombers. Orzelak has it at the 45. Perfect pass to Nick Dias. Dias on the left side. Nick looking around with 16:52 to go. Trying to fire a shot. Goes to the left of the goal. Nice opportunity for Nick Dias. Can't stuff it home for the Cardinals. Carson Willard getting ready to come into the game. The junior forward. Weggs. Wade Weggerson, perfect pass to Grandmont. Here's Gavin. Gavin kicking it back to Andy Ferreira. Andy moving it around. Nice pass to Timbo. Timbo, Manchester United fan. Looks up to Lionel Messi, his favorite player. Westfield's going to blow right by him here. They'll try to take it and send it down the field. But luckily for them, Owen Trammell was there, and Brandon Chattel was as well. I'll roll it back into play to Andy Ferreira. Here's Andy trying to go through some Westfield attack. But Westfield will get it back. They have it. Trying to center one out in front. Orzelak was ready for it and right there. Dias going to try to take it in with a header and move it up quickly to Wade Weggerson. Here comes Weggs. Wade on the left side, trying to go coast to coast, trying to stuff it in. He gets taken down again. Is he going to get a call this time? I think he is. Or is it a hand? I'm not sure here what the referees are going to decide about this one. Is it going to be a penalty for Weggs? Yeah, it's going to be a penalty for Weggs. How about this? Good opportunity for him. Wade, it could be the first goal for him in 2 years. How about this? Big moment for Wade. Or is it going to be sent back for a free kick? Oh, it's going to be a free kick. Well, that would have been fun for Wade to get his first goal on the board. But he still has time. He's got 14 more minutes to do so. It's going to be a free kick. And Davis will take it. Davis, just high. Ryan Davis has been lethal with the free kicks. Almost had another one there, but just too high. Just too high was Ryan Davis. Came awfully close to making it 6-1 for Pope Francis. Trying to figure it out. Who scored the fifth goal? I'm sorry. I've seen so many goals tonight. I don't know if I saw another one. Anyone know up here? Oh, you are right. We are 1,000% right. It was Nick Dias. Thank you very much. Nick Dias scored the fifth goal. As Weggerson will try to get his first goal, but the save is going to be made by Kementikos. Good opportunity for the big Wegs, but he could not get on the board for Pope Francis. It'll stay a 5-1 game. Cardinals are going to improve to 4-1-1. Coach Mark Richards very happy tonight on the sidelines, along with assistant coach Rob Cicero. Have a duo of Cardinal subs coming in. Coming in the game for the Pope Francis Cardinals, the junior wearing number 26, Carson Willard. Coming out to the field as well for Pope Francis, the freshman wearing number 21, Andrew Desai Doses. Coming off the field for Pope Francis, the senior number 10, Wade Wiggerson. And coming off the field for your Pope Francis Cardinals, the junior, wearing number 7, Ryan Davis. Ryan Davis, that's right, he's a junior. You know, I haven't told Mr. Jeffrey this yet. I don't know if he's been listening here. Great story. Mr. Anziano told me that Ryan Davis has interest in broadcasting, and he wants to do some basketball stuff for us. So I think we should let him on. I don't know. Yeah. Substitution for your Pope Francis Cardinals coming into the game, the junior number 11, Sam Graham. Coming off the field for your Cardinals, the junior number 25, Andrew Ferreira. Sam Graham. Trying to do something. Cardinals trying to do something here with Graham. Cardinals looking for it, trying to make the play here. Off the bench was Andrew Desiadoses. Desiadoses? I think I'm the poor kid. I'm probably botching his name. Andrew Desiadoses. Yeah, I think I'm saying that right. Andrew Desiadoses.
No.
Desiadoses?
That's like Jaju, like grandfather.
Oh, no.
Like Jadoses.
Oh, boy. Oh, woof. I'm going to get some unhappy parents about that last name. You know, the worst thing about doing this job really is I've loved it. It's awesome. As Willard here, I'll commentate this and I'll tell you it's just frustrating for me as a commentator. I always feel bad when I do it too. Is when I say a player's last name wrong and I'm out somewhere and their family member comes up to me and they says, "Hey, my grandson or my son or whoever plays soccer, but you say his last name wrong." That's one of the worst feelings for me as a broadcaster. So I'll sharpen it up and talk to him, and we'll get the correct pronunciation in by our next game. That's my promise. Carson Willard trying to set it up. John Ackery, shot. Big save made by Kementikos. Rebound. Fitzgerald trying to stub it home. He can't. And Cardinals will try to stub it in here. Oh, what a shot, and what a moment it could have been for Gavin Grandma, but it goes just to the left of the net. Coming into the Pope for the Pope Francis Cardinals now, the freshman wearing number 2, Dante Sherbin. Coming off the field for your Cardinals, the sophomore wearing number 22, Brandon Atimbo. Dante coming off the bench, trying to make an immediate impact for Pope. Orzelak getting there. Little slide tackle from Pope as well. Dias looking up for Dante. Dante trying to get in there, trying to make the play. And eventually Westfield will get it back, and they'll sail it deep down the field, but to no avail. It's going to be Braden Fitzgerald getting under it for Pope, using the back. Westfield trying to get there still, and they've got it. Not for long, though. Westfield trying to fire on a shot. Save is going to be made by Brandon Atimbo. Oh, Brandon Atimbo. Ah, dude, Brandon Chattel. Oh, boy. Yikes. Hey, guys, listen, okay? I've been up since like 4:30 today. Longest day of the year for me. The caffeine drink that I had at around 2 o'clock is really starting to wear off now, probably. What is it, 9 o'clock? Oh, 7:39, same thing, right? What am I doing, right? Yeah. 7:39, starting to wear off for me. Feels like it's way later, but it's starting to get to those times where it's going to start getting dark earlier. That's how the fall things go, and before you'll know it, you'll wake up again, and we're going to be doing winter sports, and we'll be live at Olympia doing hockey. Really, we're entering the stretch run of the fall sports season here. We got 4 home games left for these guys that we're going to be able to call and commentate. We love doing it. It's just such a short season compared to the winter where it feels like an eternity.
There's also a golf tournament on Monday, I believe. 2 golf tournaments for the guys in the Bureau.
Yeah, now I've never asked you this before, Mr. Jeffrey, but I've always wondered, and people have always asked me, the capabilities of us doing golf. It seems like an impossible task, right? Because of the golf course, you never know the Wi-Fi situation. We can't really bring out a camera out there, right? Just want to
Bring out a camera, but we just don't know whether we can broadcast.
perfect. We don't know whether we could broadcast from there. I'd be willing to try at some point. I mean, with golf season coming down as well, and maybe do something nice for them. But yeah, I don't know. It's a
Check it out.
uncertainty. Yeah, I'll
Road trip.
definitely have to look into it. Cardinals looking for it. Yeah, I hate to talk shop with you on air, but yeah, we'll set up a day and we can figure it out.
Home ice rink?
John Corey trying to get in there for Pope Francis. Going to be a little slide tackle from the Cardinals. Again, clinic over Westfield tonight. They're going to improve to 4-1-1 on the season. Looking good tonight, 5-1.
Where do the girls play hockey?
Girls play hockey at various amounts of rinks. The most common one that I know of for girls hockey is, let me think, it's Amelia Ice Center in Westfield.
What's the one that's near
Smead Arena, they also, I believe, play a couple games there as well. Sam Graham on the left side, though. We'll try to move it in to Dias. I'd like to give a public apology to one of the girls' soccer players, it was Mila Dillard. The third Meadows goal wasn't actually her goal, from what I got told. It was Mila Dillard's goal. So for her, that'd be 8 goals on the season. We'll subtract 1 from the Meadows total. It's only 2 for her. It was just my apology. So many bodies at once that were just around one soccer ball and it went in. You can't really tell whose foot it was from up here. We don't really have a source that on the field that it was, but
I believe Isabella and Mila talked about it right there as it happened, and
Dias.
Isabella said, "It's yours."
Dias trying to put it in. Cardinals looking for it, trying to make the play. Dante Sherbin has got it. Sherbin kicking it back to Orzelak. Here's Joe. Joe's got it. Over to Sam Graham. Here's Sam with space. 5:40 to go tonight. Sam looking around, looking for space. Hello. A little Microsoft thing. Just went out to the stadium. Must be real happy with me right now. Well, what's the password to this computer? You want to just come type it in? I don't think you want to, say a password in front of. Yeah. I'm just, see, smart. I'm thinking ahead now. Sophomore me would have asked you to just tell me the password, but
Probably welcome one.
oh, we never use that password around here for anything. But we can never get into a Pope Francis device. Desmond Davis is going to get ready to come into this game for Pope Francis. Under 5 minutes to go now. 4 and change left. Desmond Davis looking on. Free kick for the Cardinals coming in again. In a 5-1 game. Shot here is going to go over the net. Going to sail high, and we got a sub coming in for the Cardinals. Coming into the game for the Pope Francis Cardinals, the sophomore wearing number 23, Desmond Davis. Now we wait for the substitution. It'll be Owen Terrell. Coming off the field for the Pope Francis Cardinals, the junior defenseman number 6, Owen Terrell. So Terrell gets a nice applause from the fans here at home. Cardinals looking to get back on the defensive ends. Brandon Chattel gave up that 1 goal 25 seconds in to this second half. Other than that, it's been spotless for him in the shoes of Keegan Sears. For performance, I mean, he might have gotten himself a varsity roster spot from here on in, based on what he's done. The head out of bounds almost wiped out Mr. Goda, but he's okay. Just went over just over his head. A little kick from Orzelak, I believe, that went out of bounds. Here's Joe. He's got it. 30-yard line to the 35 he goes. He'll try to feed it over to Dante Sherbin. Sherbin kicking it back. Desmond Davis. Davis, the sophomore. Looking upfield, trying to find Dante Sherbin. Here's Dante. Dante looking for Dias. Here's Nick. Nick Dias kicking it back here for Joe Orzelak. Orzelak going to look down the field. He's got his man. It's Carson Willard. Willard on the left side. He's going to head out of bounds off of Westfield. We're in the closing stages now. Scoreboard not working. So Mr. Jeffrey will fly down there, make sure it's working by the next game probably, or at least he'll try. 3:10 to go. Game flying by. Rob Cicero and Mark Richards. Smiles for them on the sidelines, knowing that they've won without two of their most impactful players. Always a great thing. And beating a rival in the process. Westfield with the loss tonight. They're going to become one worse. They're going to drop to 1-5 on the season, as it's going to be a shot here from Dante Sherbin. The field goal is good. Some of the fans are a little mocking of him now with the field goal chance, but 2:40 to go. Cardinals in command. 1-5 start for Westfield.
I don't really know what.
Not sure what those folks are going to do now. Guess it's football season for them, so they'll have something else to root for. Friday Night Lights, not disappointing right now for Pope Francis. 2:22 to go.
Did that just successfully move?
No, it didn't, but
Looks like
switch over and then take cut
it's going to be just another Cardinal win.
-10.
There's Willard. Carson Willard trying to get involved. 2 minutes to go. And this one, Davis going to try to chip it back. Again, I'd like to thank the crew with me tonight. Matt Zenda, Mr. Jeffrey coming with us as well. And I'm going to get it right because I know it. It is Lucas. What is it? What is it? Come on, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Cussin. I'm not, he's not swearing. He's just, the last name is Cussin. That's just a good last name. And I keep forgetting it. Trust me. I will never, ever forget. Ask me in 5 minutes. I will never forget again. 1:30 to go. Don't know why I keep forgetting things.
Remember, he said, "Diazaza, da duty."
Yeah, I feel bad for Andrew. Oh, boy. Hope I don't get a word or an email from anybody saying that, I botched the last name. Feel bad for him. 1:15 to go now. I mean, the coffee is really starting to wear off for me, just to say the least. Coffee and caffeine, rather. Going to give you a Cardinal postgame show coming up, if I can stay awake. Excuse me, rather. I mean, I'm enjoying this game and all. It's just having a busy day today. It's going to be a kick back to Westfield here. They'll look to do something with 50 seconds to go. Down by 5-1. Next time we'll see you for soccer, it'll be Monday, September 25th. It'll be girls soccer against Hampshire here, live at Pope Francis. 4 o'clock start for that game as well. Tonight, 5 goals scored by the Pope Francis Cardinals. Leading the way, it was Ryan Vitavelli. Put up 2. 5-1. Cardinals looking to add on here. John Corey trying to get there. 14 seconds to go. It's smiles, clapping, a little hugging on the sidelines. 10 seconds now. Westfield drops to 1-5. They are in panic mode. Pope Francis 4-1-1, a respectable record. After 2 weeks of soccer, the Cardinals win. All I do is win now, being blasted in the stadium. Cardinals take care of business tonight against Westfield by a final of 5-1. Coming up, we've got the Cardinal postgame. Stay tuned. Champions play here. Back in a flash on Pope Prep. Our final score, Pope Francis takes care of business tonight, winning by a final of 5-1. Leading the way for Pope was Ryan Vitavelli, netting 2 goals. Matt Walsh netting a goal. Nick Dias and Ryan Davis netting 1 as well. Fans, we remind you to come back Monday night, or Monday afternoon rather, as girls soccer will be back in action as they'll take on Hampshire at 4 o'clock. Until then, that just about does it from here. We thank you for coming out for tonight's doubleheader. We remind you folks to drive home safe and have a great night, and we'll see you next time right here at Pope Francis. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Wrapping things up 5-1. Cardinals take care of business rather handily tonight. Leading the way for the Cardinals was Vito. Off a pen, put one in, and the other one was just pure dominance from Ryan, putting another one in as well. Ryan Davis, Nick Dias, and Matt Walsh also chipping in with 3 nice goals to make it a 5-1 Cardinal victory. It was Michael LaCory scoring for the visitors from Westfield. So that's just about going to do it from here tonight, from this game from Pope Francis. It's going to be at Pittsfield for them September 25th. The next time we're going to see them back in action is going to be a 4:30 start time, September 28th against Mount Greylocks. That's the next time we'll see the boys. Girls soccer will be back on Monday. They'll be here at 4 o'clock. We'll be here live on Pope Prep. That's going to do it for us here live from beautiful Pope Francis. For my entire crew, Lucas Cusson, Matt Zenda, and Mr. Jeffrey, I'm AJ Gonzalez, the voice of the Cardinals, saying so long on Pope Prep. We'll see you Monday for girls soccer. Until then, be safe, be healthy. We'll see you on Monday.